What's going on, YouTube? Q back here again with another video for you. Today's video, I'm about to bring up the topic: should you buy the current Blazer or wait for the EV Blazer? So if you didn't know, the 2024 Blazer will be going to all electric, and I thought initially it was going to be just in the SS form, but the whole lineup. So no more Blazer RS with the 3.6 liter naturally aspirated ICE, internal combustion engine. They're all going to be EV, and they have multiple configurations. You can get a front wheel drive Blazer, a rear wheel drive Blazer, or an all wheel drive Blazer, and they're bringing back the SS moniker for the Blazer. So right now I currently have the top trim Blazer, a Blazer RS, but it's only the front wheel drive, and I chose front wheel drive because I feel like front wheel drive platforms versus their rear wheel drive counterparts in this vehicle in particular, it doesn't add that much benefit because it's like mostly front wheel drive bias. But anywho, I'm about to go over the reasons why you should buy this or should you wait for the EV Blazer. And before you leave this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, browse the channel. Let's jump into it. So I'm starting this video off in the great state of Tennessee, here for a family vacation. My anniversary was yesterday as well, celebrating 11 years of blissful marriage. So congratulations to me for that. Happily married still, doing a good job at that. So we brought the Blazer down here, not the Camaro. And I haven't made a Blazer video since we acquired this vehicle, so I figured why not? Plus I need more content to get out there to you all. So we're halfway through a 1,000-mile road trip. This thing's been phenomenal on the highway. We could have got from Detroit, Michigan to down here. We're right outside of Nashville, Tennessee, and 1 tank of gas. So averaging close to 30 miles a gallon. The computer says like 29 point something, but I could have got here in 1 tank, but we'd have been on that empty. Don't want to leave my family stranded in places I don't know like that. This Blazer stickered at like $45,000. I'll get that information when I get home. Actually, I'm going to transition back home because I got a long way to drive. It's about to rain, and we got like an 8-hour drive ahead of us. So let me get us back home. So back home with a new dude. So back to the Blazer. So the first thing I want to talk about is the efficiency of the Blazer. So just took this round trip from Michigan to Tennessee, back to Michigan. So our trip, including taking the kids to school today, was over 1,200 miles, and we averaged about high 26, 27 miles per gallon. On the highway alone, doing like, we had an average speed of 67 miles an hour, had cruise control set for 77. We were pushing 30 miles to a gallon with the V6 in here, and it had cylinder deactivation. That's highly efficient to me for a car with over 300 horsepower, as big as this thing is, as much as it weighs. I was thoroughly impressed at that. I thought we were going to get like 25 maybe, but this is highly efficient. And 1 tank of gas, it could have got us almost all the way down there. So I gassed up at about 1/4 of a tank. I didn't want to chance it any further. So 1 tank of gas would have taken us over 500 miles, close to 600. If I would have went to dead empty, we could have made it there. And the tank of gas that I got here in Michigan, didn't want to chance it. And the gas is really cheap down there, $2.99 a gallon. Shout out to Nashville, Murfreesboro area for the gas mileage. The new 2024 Blazer EV, no gas at all. The range though, that's going to be, I don't know what the range is going to be. So we got vehicles right now getting 300 to 400 miles per charge, and that's pretty good. That's about what I would normally get on this vehicle, because driving around the city doing this is basically the family errands school drop-off vehicle. So this gets about between 18 to 21 miles per gallon on our routes that we do. And this is somewhat efficient for a vehicle this size, but the EV will just blow this out the water in efficiency. So the one thing that this can do, we don't have to worry about the range anxiety of an EV. And so like I said, it got 5 to 600 miles on a full tank all highway. An EV is not going to do that. So the EV that has that kind of range right now is the Lucid, and you're paying $180K for that car. This thing, as loaded as it is like $45,000, and it's not meant to do that. The Blazer EV will probably be in the same realm, and I would imagine most of them will outperform this in a straight line, especially the all-wheel drive one. The all-wheel drive one, let me just move on to the performance. So the performance of this one, and I'll do a full review on this thing. We had it for about a year, over a year now. I'll do another video doing the review, but I don't want to dive too deep into it. The performance for this is decent. It stole the looks of the Camaro. It's sporty looking, but it's not that sporty. And I imagine the Blazer EV will be more of the same. It looks very sporty. Like this, I like the looks of this better than the Blazer, but 300 horsepower, front wheel drive, so there's a little bit of torque steer. You can get this in all wheel drive and it takes off faster, but it adds more weight. And with the Blazer EV, weight is not really a thing for EVs, so they weigh like 5,000 plus, especially in a package like this. It'll weigh more than 5,000 pounds, but the performance, it'll be faster to 60 than my Z01. Sad to say, it should be. I'm expecting it to be that fast, and it will probably cost about the same as a ZL1, but I will handle circles around this pig. But just knowing that speed, it'll be quick off the line, as most EVs are or can be. And that's the thing, got the instant torque, but you don't buy these for that. And I don't even know why they tune EVs to be that fast. Like, I'd rather have efficiency, and crap like this is a family car. Why do I need to go 0 to 60 in 2 point whatever seconds? Looking at you, Tesla. And that's another thing, everybody's doing EV. These are just, it's a sea of bleh in this segment. So the mid-size crossover. So you got this, the Ford Edge, the Hyundai Santa Fe, we got the Subaru, what do we got, the Outbacks and Foresters, things of that nature. It's just a sea of blah. Like this is definitely not my thing, but it's a family vehicle. I like this based on the looks alone. Like, it looks aggressive, it looks mean, it looks sporty. Is it sporty? We'll get to that in another video. But yeah, the performance, this is decent for what it is, but there are things that will outperform it. The Edge ST will outperform it, and all these EVs. If you look at Tesla, it'll outperform this, and probably Tesla. This is my thing with Tesla. Everybody's fighting to be where Tesla is at, but then I feel like once the competition catches up, Tesla will go to the next level, because they haven't had to do much more of anything else, because they haven't had the competition. Now that everybody's taking this serious, they're like, oh, let's beat Tesla. But then I think Tesla will, that's when they'll up their range, because Lucid has Tesla beat on the range, and they're up there with the performance. But Tesla's like, oh, we sell the most vehicles, so why change it? But Tesla will step the game up. So the Blazer EV will definitely blow this out the water in features. And the features that people are now looking at, that's like the adaptive cruise control, the forward collision warning, things like that. Like this doesn't have that many features. This is almost a base Blazer RS. Got the black wheels, got the panoramic sunroof, and it comes standard with like forward collision warning. But I expect the other one to have like adaptive cruise control, which is something I don't even know. That's probably offered, but it costs more. I expect more features. The screens will get larger. The screens will be of higher definition, and things will change. The body style is different. Like I said earlier, I prefer this body style to the EV, but the EV looks more futuristic. Do they need to look futuristic? I don't know. What do you EV people want? Like, what do you look for in a car? Like, these are still normal-ish cars at the end of the day. I don't know what you all are looking for, but the EV was taking a step further with that, and I expect autonomy. Like, GM offers Super Cruise. Well, that's the Cadillac thing. I don't know if Chevy will call it the same thing, but some form of Super Cruise should be in the EV. So with the EV, it will be new to the market. With new vehicles comes bugs. Take a look at all these recalls that are coming out on these EVs. The Chevy Bolt, that's been in the game for a minute, but it has fire risk recalls. The Blazer EV, it should be calmed down by then, but it's going to be a first model year, so I assume this would be the more reliable choice, because it's been out for a few years. This is our second Blazer. We had a 2020, and I think this one is a 2021. Got them back to back. Pandemic has been kind to us. We were able to sell for a profit and buy a new one for cheaper, so there's that. But there'll also be an Equinox EV. It's a size smaller, but this one will be it's bigger, so you get more stuff with the more size, more performance, and things of that nature. If you're a traditionalist, you don't have a charging station available, well, your choice is made for you. You get the ICE before it's too late. And you don't have to get an RS. They also have other models. I think the RS looks the best, but you can get like an all-star package, the red line package. I like black wheels. I don't know why people don't like black wheels, but it looks nice. It's a good contrast. The black and the burgundy color on this looks really well together. So you can do things like that in other packages and pay like $40,000 as opposed to like mid-40s for this, or even cheaper. If you just want the V6 on here, these things are based at like $35,000, so you don't have to go crazy with the options. The EV will probably start in the low 40s and moving on up. So I think this is the better value. GM has like 3 or 4 vehicles coming out. We got the Silverado EV coming out. The Hummer EV, if you were lucky enough to get one, is out. Then they got this and the Equinox coming out soon. If it were 2023 and I had the option of both, what would I get? I don't know. It all depends. I can't say definitively which one I would get, because with the EVs, with this, I can take it anywhere. Gas stations are everywhere. The EV, you got to struggle with range anxiety, because if I couldn't have made that trip to Tennessee, it would have been very strategic and maybe took me on a indirect path, because I don't want to be sitting in the Meyer parking lot charging for like 3 hours. Like, the gas this thing up was like 5 minutes. I don't have time to be sitting there charging. Now, if it were a Tesla Model Y or something, the quick charging stations, I get 80% of the power in like 15 minutes, and those are pretty much reliable. But these like government sourced charging stations, I haven't been hearing the best things about those. But if you can find them, great. But I don't think we're there. These automakers might need to holler at Tesla for some of their infrastructure on these supercharger stations. So for me, it's in its infancy. I think these things are somewhat rushed, but they're making great strides for it, and that's going to make everybody else do better, because competition is a great thing in any industry. It makes everybody better. So Tesla's going to step their game up. Everybody else is going to step their game up as well. So for me personally, I choose this for my lifestyle. If I didn't have road trips, the EV all the way, because I can charge it. I can do like 1 charge a week and be okay, like just running around the city. Yeah, the EV has its advantages. If you do a lot of city to city running around, if you can get a good price on an EV, I would do that. They also have cheap alternatives, like they have the Bolt that's out there, and I think it looks not attractive, but it's a good EV for under 30K, and they have a lot of incentives on those as well. But who knows how the current market is going. These things, everything's marked up now, and it's taking forever to get things. So who even knows if you can get one in 2024? I think things should be normalized by next year, I hope. But if not, one of these is either still good. But the EV, I'm looking forward to see where things go. So summing up this video, being a person that likes taking road trips, going the distance without having to worry about how far I can get or needing to charge, gas stations are plentiful. I prefer the ICE, but I'm not opposed to the EV. I just need to see the infrastructure change, evolve, and be more readily available. So it depends. Like, I could live with one. It couldn't be my primary vehicle. That's all I'm saying. If I had this and something else, which I do, then I could do it. That's why I say I would do it. But this is my wife's vehicle, and to depend on this as the family vehicle, as an EV, I'm kind of 50-50. I can't definitively say right now, but we'll see. I could rent a car for a road trip, but if you already got a car, then it makes sense to just drive what you have. But that's my stance on it. So if I had to say do one or the other, if you need a vehicle now, then go ahead, buy one of these. It is a very nice vehicle. Does it do anything exceptionally well? No, it looks good. There's better options out there, I believe. Like, I think Mazda would have been my first choice, but this looks the best in my opinion. And then the EVs, will the Blazer EV be the best? That is yet to be seen, but I still think the Tesla Model Y that's already out there and proven, like, Teslas do have their issues too, but they're out there, they sell in droves, they have the data. Tesla's just killing it with the EVs, but I think this will be a nice alternative as well as others like the Kia Ioniq 5, I believe it's called, and the Hyundai, whatever it is. Those look nice, and they took a step in a different direction with the styling, which I happen to like. So not an EV basher, it's just I don't think it's there yet, and it's being kind of shoved on us rather quickly than naturally coming to the market. Those are my thoughts on the Blazer. Like, top trim for top trim, this is like 50K loaded. The Blazer EV will probably be in the $70,000 realm, which it'll go faster in a straight line. But as a family commuter, this is all you really need. You can go for a base model of either or, and the base model of this is 35 versus like the low 40s to mid 40s for the upcoming Blazer EV. So there you have it. Let me know what you think. Would you buy the internal combustion engine or wait for the EV? If you had the option of both on the market at the same time, which would you buy? Let me know in the comment section down below. And with that being said, I'm Q. Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, browse the channel, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace out.